So as you know, on this channel, I think that the way that you spend your money is a really powerful tool in how we can help make the world a better place. So I'm going to show you some of the best purchases that I have made over the last year. Hey team, welcome back to another Levi's Save the World Hildebrand episode, the channel where we prove that you don't need to be a hero to save the planet. Today we are going to be talking about some of the purchases that we've made in the last year that are awesome, but like maybe not deserving of an entire dedicated video.
But before we get into it, you don't need to buy anything new. Actually, most of the stuff that Levi and I buy is secondhand, but we did some trial and error with a few new products and we wanted to share what we found with you.
This is something that we've struggled with over the years as this channel has continued to grow. We get sent a lot of stuff and we have a role in a weird sort of way to try a bunch of stuff that you might be interested in buying or not to help you make informed purchase decisions. So for example, we're wearing clothes from Tentree and I made a video about them. I think they're a great company, but I never bought any of their clothing because I didn't need it. And so we're going to wear Tentree for a little while. We're gonna see how we feel about the products themselves. And you know, maybe they'll end up being a part of a video in the future.
Some of these products also have affiliate links, which we have down in the description, so you can check it out, and it's a great way to support this channel. If you're looking to buy something that's actually good for the planet and could be helpful for you, great way to do it.
This is great because, as you know, we give away 100% of the AdSense revenue that we make on this YouTube channel. By you supporting us through these links, you're allowing us to do that. So of course, if you are here and you're enjoying the video, make sure that you are liking it, that you're sharing it with your friends, and you're leaving comments to boost it for the YouTube algorithm. But let's start with our first product, Allbirds Underwear. So I've been wearing this Allbirds Underwear for the last couple of months, of course, not exclusively, with my other underwear as well. And this was a bit of a change for me because usually I wear Patagonia underwear that Leah has bought for me for my birthday every year for as long as we've been together, it seems.
You only get one new pair a year.
I am very well known for wearing my underwear to a gross level. You may have seen a TikTok video about Leah's reaction to a pair of underwear that I owned.
I got to rip them, so it was great. How long did you have those for? Like at least 10 years.
Yeah, I'd had those for a really long time. There were more holes than underwear. These underwear tick all of the boxes for me. They look good, they feel good, and they have some really strong environmental factors to them as well. They are 65% Tencel wood fibers, 28% merino wool, and 7% lycra, which is the only plastic in these underwear, which is actually really good. The Patagonia, on the other hand, varies based on different models, but what I've seen is it's usually about 50% organic cotton and then some sort of polyester blend with it as well, which is still really good because they're great underwear, but I'm always looking for things that have a higher organic material content. Higher organic content.
Organic material content. That have a higher proportion of organic materials.
There we go.
Ah.
I do make an affiliate commission from anything on Allbirds' website, be that shoes, their shirts, their other clothing, or their underwear. So if you're looking for a new pair of underwear, there's a link down in the description below.
Let's talk about my underwear now.
Okay.
So one of my favorite purchases, was actually a gift from last year, is a pair of Knix Underpants. So these are a fantastic...
Do you call them underpants?
Did I say underpants?
You said underpants like
That's
you're
what they're called.
These are my underpants.
Okay,
what do
these
you
are
like?
my panties. Is that better?
No, panties is weird too.
Oh
Don't
my
say
gosh,
panties.
okay. The
These are
point
underwear.
is, these are the Knix period-proof underwear, and they are fantastic. There are a ton of different period underwear out there, but this was a gift, and they're super absorbent and comfy, and I actually have an entire post on my Instagram and on the podcast talking about how great these are.
Yeah, this is something that I have been asked weirdly. People have asked me about like how to
Sustainable period products?
Yes.
You're struggling with the language.
Yes, because I don't know anything about it. There's a lot of people online that talk about it, if you are familiar with those people, but Leah does talk about these products in depth on her podcast. Our third product that we have both been using and we are very thankful for is David's toothpaste. We have tried so many all natural toothpastes.
Like toothy tabs, different pastes that are made out of clay, like
Yeah.
all sorts of different like local amazing.
Oh. And they're awful.
They're just.
It's so unfortunate, but most all natural toothpastes are gross.
David's actually like has like that foaming aspect that you get from regular toothpaste, but without the same environmental impact.
As you'll see on the side of the box, they're vegan, they're made in America, they're mostly made from USA origin ingredients, there's no animal testing, the tube is recyclable.
This fancy little doohickey at the bottom, you think when you get toothpaste at the bottom to squeeze it up, you roll it as you go so you get all of the toothpaste out of this little aluminum tube.
We've only tried this one flavor, but so far it is by far the best we have seen. Our next product is the Leafshave Razor and their newly announced Leafshave Twig Trimmer.
It's so cute.
We have been using Leafshave razors for over a year now.
Year and a half, 2 years?
And it's probably the easiest way to shave zero waste that we have found so far. A lot of people are intimidated by safety razors. They don't enjoy the shaving experience with safety razors. And that's not unanimous, but this makes it a lot easier. Their flagship razor has 3 blades in it so that you get a close shave, and the head tilts so that it conforms to your face as you shave, making it a lot easier to not making it a lot easier to not cut yourself.
What I like about the Leafshave Razor is it's just like using a regular razor.
Yeah.
It's great for your legs or anywhere else that you want to shave. And the handy thing is that when you're done with the razor blades, you get a little container to put them in.
And all of that can be taken to a metal recycling place and you just drop it off as normal. Their newest product is the Leafshave Twig, which is sort of like a safety razor, so you can use it normally, but it is a lot smaller, as you can see on the head, so you can get those hard to reach places. And we are going to be giving away 2 of these to our Patreon supporters. This is something that we do on Patreon pretty frequently now. When we get extra products sent to us that we're not going to use, we make sure to do giveaways to all of the people that support us over there. So if you're interested in winning a Leafshave Twig Razor, head down to the description where you can sign up for our Patreon page. In addition to the giveaways, you get monthly secret podcasts, behind the scenes content, exclusive videos, and the opportunity to ask us any question that you like that we answer via video for you.
And while we're in the realm of bathroom products, one of my favorite purchases from this year is the Wild Deoderant. Like the natural toothpaste, I have tried so many different natural deodorants, like the Rock and like powders and like all sorts of things. They either stained my shirts or I stank.
Something that's nice about Wild is that they give you these refillable pods for your Wild case. Instead of having to go to a grocery store and rebuying an entire container that needs to be disposed of afterwards, the disposable element is much smaller and it's entirely compostable.
So you take out the bottom part, you put in a new thing of the deodorant here, and once you're done with it, you just pop it in the compost.
And we do have a discount code for those of you who are interested in purchasing one down in the description below. The next item on our list is the 99% Invisible City book, which I bought from pre-order. If you know the podcast 99% Invisible, basically this is a book of some of their favorite stories. The reason why I like this book is because it's just very interesting. I love urban planning and how cities work and the functions of these sort of constructed worlds that humans have made for ourselves. And I tell them all to Leah.
He does. Basically, Levi will be reading it over the corner and be like, oh, wow. Oh, okay, can I read you this section? Basically, Levi has read me most of the book because he's found it so interesting, he had to share it.
I haven't finished the whole book because I'm savoring it. I like it so much. There's very few books that I find genuinely enthralling that have a moderate environmental focus. If you read a book about climate change, it is going to be depressing. This book talks about stuff that is directly related to climate change, but it's approached from an urban design standpoint. So it's more about the interesting nuances of how these things are all put together rather than the doom and gloom that they cause.
Levi nerds out on this hard.
Yeah, so I like this book.
You're getting a little red.
Stop. I don't know, I don't talk about my weird urban planning stuff very often. Anyway, moving on.
Now, most of the clothing that I buy is secondhand. Actually, this entire outfit is, except for this from Tentree. But as you will have seen in actually a lot of videos recently, because I love the shirt so much, I am wearing this yellow t-shirt from Ecologyst. They are a local Victoria-based company. They're a 1% for the Planet member, and they're certified carbon neutral, and they're B certified corporation?
Close. They are a 1% for the Planet member, and they are going through the process to become a B certified corporation. And they make all their clothes in Canada, which is a very impressive statement for any company nowadays, and it reflects in the quality. Their stuff is really, really solid.
What I really like about it too is that most of their stuff is gender neutral. So this is a t-shirt that any person, anybody could buy, and it's just based on sizes.
You may have also seen a TikTok that I made about a sweater that I own from them, and I have worn over 1,000 times. Granted, it is in pretty rough shape, but it's a very great hoodie. It's still one of my favorites.
You want to talk about your clothes now? We're gonna get into your pants.
Wow, it's been a while since we've had a Leah comment like that. That was good.
It's very fitting.
So these are a pair of pants that I got from a company called Outerknown. So they approached me and asked me if I wanted to try a pair of their pants with no strings attached. I said yes, and I've been wearing them for the better part of the last 4 or 5 months, and they're awesome. The reason why I haven't made a full video about Outerknown is that they don't have any third-party certifications that I look for. They're not 1% for the Planet members, they're not climate neutral, and they're not a B certified corporation. That being said, they do have a good quality product, which is, as you know, if you follow this channel, the first criteria in the equilibrium, otherwise known as the I don't want my planet to die angle.
It rolls off the tongue.
I would take a high quality, enjoyable product that has less third-party certifications over something that is terrible and I don't want to wear that has those certifications. So I'm not saying that they're the best in the world. I'm just saying that I had a pretty good experience wearing them that I'm still having. Yeah, I'm still having that great experience. But then on a more professional note,
Leah coming over here.
Leah bought a microphone.
Let's be fair. Levi bought the microphone for me. And when it arrived, he was like, I bought this for you so you could start your podcast.
It was in the first couple weeks of lockdown, and with the understanding that a podcast had been in mind, I pulled Twig and bought a microphone so that Leah could start a podcast if she felt so inclined.
I had just finished my PhD and was really trying to find a way to stay connected to the community and to also to stay sharp. I didn't automatically walk into a job and was like, what am I gonna do with all of my time? Hence, the Love Doctor podcast was born, and this is my handy dandy tool. Professionally, this is my most important purchase of 2020.
You don't need a lot of fancy tools to create content online. The system that I have to make these videos isn't as important as just having the tools to make it work. And this microphone did exactly that. Leah's pumped out how many episodes now?
Over 20.
20 podcast episodes. They cumulatively have over 30,000 downloads.
I've just released the first few episodes for season 2 of the podcast, and I share some really interesting interviews at every single episode with different sexual health educators and researchers in the field.
If you haven't listened to the podcast, there's a link down in the description where you can check out all 20 of those podcasts totally for free. I think it's super interesting. So obviously this is a bit of a different style of video than what we normally do, but let me know if this is interesting for you. An idea that I thought might follow up to this was our worst purchases of the last year or something like that. Because
things to avoid, please don't buy.
Yeah, there's been some blunders. We aren't all perfect. But of course you don't need to buy any of this stuff that we have here. You don't need to be a Patreon supporter. Just you sitting here watching this video is helping us make a difference.
But if you are a Patreon supporter, you could win a Twig Leafshave Razor, which is super handy and we love it. So if you're interested, check that out down below, and you never know, you might just win.
But regardless of what you do with your cursor after this video, I want to thank you for watching it and for taking the time out of your day to spend some of it with us, because I know that we really appreciate it. And if you are subscribed to this channel, then of course, we will see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.